have just turned 27 and it's got me thinking about Club 27. The 27 Club, which I'm sure you're already aware, is an urban legend around some of the most iconic music legends and public figures dying at the age of 27. So let's have a look at some of the people that are part of this kind of theory. The first person to be noted as part of this list was actually musician Robert Johnson. He was a blues musician who was rumoured to have sold his soul to the devil. This was a story that was spread across the blues community after Johnson took his guitar to a cotton plantation in Mississippi and met up with the devil. Apparently the devil took the guitar, played a few chords, tuned the guitar and handed it back to him, exchanging his soul for his famous guitar skills. Robert Johnson is recognised as the master of blues, and the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame even recognised him as possibly the first rock star in existence. He didn't really have much success at the time of his career or was recognised as being in the 27 Club, and being recognised for both these things came much later, obviously after his death. His career spanned in the 1930s and Johnson died on August the 16th in 1938, obviously at the age of 27. However, his death was never reported publicly, and it wasn't until 30 years later when a musicologist was studying Robert Johnson that they found his death certificate, which didn't have a cause of death on it, and no autopsy was done. There have been multiple rumours surrounding Johnson's death, one being that it was due to congenital syphilis, and another being that he was poisoned by a jealous husband after Johnson danced with his wife. Apparently the wife gave Johnson a bottle of whiskey that was poisoned, which eventually killed him. It did take 2 bottles for him to drink the poison, as apparently fellow blues musician David Edwards knocked the first bottle out of his hand, saying, "Why are you drinking a bottle that you've not seen be opened?" Johnson apparently snapped back and said, "Don't ever knock a bottle out of my hand again." The wife gave him another bottle of whiskey, and this is the one that apparently killed him. He grew very ill from the poison over the next 3 days, and witnesses said that he died in severe pain. The husband in question has apparently confessed to poisoning Johnson. It's been suggested that the poison used was naphthalene. Investigations have been completed since to look into the cause of Johnson's death. It has been noted on the back of his death certificate that it was most likely syphilis. But other studies have argued other illnesses come into play, such as Marfan syndrome. Will we ever know what happened to Robert Johnson? But there you go, he is your first member of the 27 Club on record.